Ma'am, shall we start, ma'am? Sridevi, ma'am.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, we'll start, ma'am, we'll start.
Oh,
Ma'am, is my voice audible and is my video visible, ma'am?
yes, yes, your voice is audible, but we don't know why your laptop is shaking. It
Is
seems
it,
to be
ma'am?
your screen is keep on shaking.
1 minute, ma'am, 1 minute.
Still it is shaking, ma'am.
Ma'am, what about now, ma'am? N- Ma'am, now is it fine?
Ma'am, two screens. Okay, ma'am.
Wishing sweetest of morning to one and all. Gathered here for the final day of 5 days webinar series on crafting excellence, unleashing the power of soft skills. And today's topic is unscaling eminence through of soft skills. Before we start today's webinar, this is Shirin of first BSc Computer Science. Feel delighted to be the host of today's webinar. I welcome you all, respected Principal Dr. N. Sujata Ma'am, Management, HODs of various departments, faculty members, and my dear friends. Welcome you all. Learning never exhausted our mind. I extend my special greetings of today's guest of honor, Dr.B.Sridevi, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Humanities and Science, Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology, Thandalam. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Abdul from First BSc Computer Science to deliver the welcome address in this gathering.
Respected guest of honor, respected principal, adored professors, and our lovely participants, good morning to all. I am here to welcome you all for the special webinar event on behalf of our institution. We are ecstatic to have our guest speaker join us today. We believe this is an excellent opportunity to learn from you and be inspired to think beyond. On behalf of everyone, I extend a warm welcome to you, ma'am. On this special moment, we would like to welcome all the attendees. We appreciate your willingness and enthusiasm to participate in the webinar. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to contribute in the webinar. I am handling the session to the host.
Thank you, Abdul. Whenever the chief guest grace us with their presence, it is a rare gem, a true treasure to be treasured and celebrated. With this, I would like to invite Mrs. Rajalakshmi ma'am, HOD of English, to introduce our today's speaker to the gathering. Welcome, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce today's guest of honor, Dr. B. Sridevi has completed her undergraduation from Meenakshi College of Women, Chennai, and post-graduation from Queen Mary's College, Chennai. She has completed Master of Philosophy in English Literature in the year 2012 in College of Engineering, Anna University, Chennai. Moreover, she has completed Doctorate of Philosophy in the year 2021 in Pachepas College, affiliated to the University of Madras, Chennai. She has presented more than 15 papers in many national and international seminars and conferences. She has published 12 research papers in internal peer-reviewed journals, UGC, CAR listed Scopus, and Web of Science journals. Dr. B. Sridevi has participated in more than 35 seminars, workshops, and conferences. She has organized more than 12 events, conferences, FDP's quality enhancement programs, industry immersion program, workshops, and club activities. She has completed many certified courses from reputed universities. She holds the membership with the following associations: Life Member of Indians Association of Educators and Professional Trainers, Life Member of Green Thinkers Society, Life Member of All India Forum for English Students, Research Scholars and Trainers, Member of English Literary Association of India. She has received the International Award for Outstanding Young Researcher in the year 2023 from Green Thinkers India. She was assigned to review research papers of an international conference, Transformations in Engineering Education, organized by IUCEE Foundation and KLE Technological University, Karnataka in October 2023. She was invited as an MPhil examiner in various Institute of Science and Technology, Pallavaram, Chennai. Moreover, she was an external audit member in DG Vaishnava College of Arts and Science, Arumbakam, Chennai. She reviewed a manuscript of Star Journal and Official Journal of Oliga University, Ethiopia 395 on July 2023. She worked as an assistant professor in Ishwari Engineering College, Chennai for more than 5 years. Have also worked as an assistant professor in SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Ramapuram, Chennai for 2 years. Currently working as an assistant professor in the Department of English, Humanities and Science in Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology, Thandalam, Chennai. Have almost 8 years of work experience in Engineering College and Arts and Science College. Hi, ma'am. We are very
Ma'am,
much
yes.
excited to invite you as a today's speaker. Now the session is yours, ma'am. You can start your session.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. Initially, I would like to, ma'am, is my voice audible?
Yes, your voice is audible, ma'am.
Yeah.
Go
Yes.
on.
Ma'am. Yeah. Initially, I would like to place my sincere thanks first to the management of Sri Chandrababu Jain College, Minjur. Later, I would like to place my sincere thanks to Sujata ma'am, the principal of the institution, and I owe a special gratitude to Rajalakshmi ma'am for rendering me such a wonderful opportunity and for giving me a platform amidst all the great four stalwarts. And I'm happy that I'm one among them. Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity. So, good morning, students. And For the past 4 or 5 years, for the past 4 or 5 days, like you have been like learning all about soft skills, right? So like I'm not sure about the earlier sessions. Like this session, I am going to like make it more interactive. That is like if I'm going to like just give you 1 hour lecture, and then like probably you will doze off. So what is my aim and what is my motive is like you have to like take home. That is you have to like leave the session after learning something. Right. That is all about our session. So, like, we'll be having few questions. Questions in the sense, like, it won't be like whatever whatever the lecture that I'm going to give. It's going to be like more of a session. And it's going to be more of a session which is going to like empower your minds. Yes, which is going to ignite your minds, which is going to make you people think. Yes, and then you can answer. Okay, so like, so starting with my session. So the title of my session is like Upscaling Eminence through Soft Skills. And before I start with the session, I need to give my special thanks to Sharon and Abdul. So that was so nice of you. And I hope that you find this session fruitful and different also. So starting with my session, the title of the session is like Upscaling Eminence through Soft Skills. So like for the past 4 days, like as I told you, like soft skills is nothing but the skills that are needed in order to shape your career. Yes. So I have added two more words also to this. Yes. I'm just moving on to the next slide. Yeah. So like this is a topic all about. I'm just expanding the topic. So as you could see, I have taken the three keywords from the topic from the session. Yes. So initially starting with the word upscale. So upscale is nothing but like we normally use a scale in order to measure, or we use a scale in order to like find out the measurements, right? So like upscale is nothing but it's something immeasurable. When you are going to advance yourself, when you are going to like improvise yourself, refine yourself. Yes. And then imminence. Imminence is like when you're going to accomplish, when you're going to like achieve something which is beyond your excellence. And both of this can be done through soft skills. So soft skills is nothing but it's a skill which is needed to build a career, and you are definitely going to upscale. If you're definitely going to accomplish and achieve in it. So like these are the three different skills. So like we find like hard skills, soft skills, and life skills. So hard skills are nothing but when you come to college or when you go to school or when you attend any online course just for getting a degree. Yes, soft skills are not, I'll come back to soft skills later. And life skills are skills that are needed to develop and enrich your life. And finally, soft skills, like you can, you can achieve in your career as well as you can achieve in your personal life also with the help of soft skills. Yes. So, like in this slide, no, I just want to tell you. So, like you are arts and science students, right? You may be belonging to different branches. So, as student like Sharon or Abdul, they told themselves like they are computer science students, or you may be BCom students. So, you may be having an idea to pursue law. So, if you're going to pursue law, you become a lawyer. Or if you pursue any like BSc computer science or Viscom or A&F, so like you may have a dream either to work in an IT company or you may be an entrepreneur. So, like that totally depends on you. So, what as a student you do is you study in order to get a degree. So, like, what is the difference between hard skills and soft skills? Hard skills is like when you get a degree or when you learn something in a formal mode of education. So, like before epidemic, we had the offline mode, and nowadays online mode has become the predominantary session. Even now, we are connected through online mode, and it's always a pleasure to see the students and to interact with them both offline and online. So, like, I just want to put forth this question: is formal education alone efficient for an individual? So, like, you have studied your school so far, you have studied in your school, and now you have stepped down to your college. Yes, and you will be in this college for the next 3 years. So, do you think this education, this degree alone is important for an individual? Definitely no, right? So like you also need soft skills. Yes. So when you're going to consider your interview itself, you will be having a written exam, you'll be having an aptitude test, you'll be having a technical exam, and to add on to it, you'll be having group discussion as well as oral interview. Yes. So to shine in your oral interview and group discussion, you need the soft skills, right? So according to a survey which is taken in the year 2022, it has been found out that 15 percentage of the students, they need, 15 percentage of hard skills alone is necessary in order to get a job. Apart from that, 85 percentage of students get job mainly due to their soft skills. Just because you have or one possess a degree, so be it BCom or MCom or MBA, if the person cannot communicate well, if the person cannot put forth his or her ideas well, yes, without stage fear, or like if the person is not empathetic, so like these are some areas where we need to concentrate in order to get a job. So like the next point which I would like to tell is that, are marks alone enough to shine in one's life? Definitely no. So like apart from marks, what do we know, what do we need is we need the soft skills. Yes, so soft skills, like it helps us to establish oneself. It actually identifies who are you, it identifies your own identity. Yes. So, like, what I would like to tell here is, like, each and every one of you may have, will be passing out with the same degree, either BSc Computer Science or BCA or BCom A&F, right? So, like, if 50 of you or 60 of you are in one class, all the 60 of you will be passing out with one single degree, right? But what is some unique talent which is there in you? Yes, that needs to be identified. That is soft skill, and how well you are going to develop yourself in these 3 years, how well you're going to communicate effectively, how well you're going to hone yourself and improvise yourself in order to become a better person in the society. So that is what like mainly I want to put forth here. So like just in this 1 hour, just take this as a time to hone yourself or to develop yourself. Yes. So the next is like, why are soft skills essential? So like for the past 4 days, like all of us have been talking about the same topic, like why are soft skills, critical thinking, or be it leadership quality. Yes. So like, why do you think it is essential? So whichever degree you choose, right? Soft skills is necessary. If you choose BA English, or if you choose BSc Visual Communication, or if you choose BSc Fashion Designing, is or else like any degree, BCom, BSc Computer Science, any degree that you choose, you need soft skills. Yes, and it actually helps you to refine your personal quality. Yes, soft skills, like it can be associated with personal, professional, and pro-social life. Personal life is like the life which you are living with your family members. Yes, your professional is like when you're going to step out to the school or to the college, when you're going to make yourself as a, when you're going to see yourself as a formal person. And finally, the pro-social. Pro-social is like how good are you a excuse me, how good are you a prospective individual to the society? Yes, at the end, all of us are going to serve to the society, right? So, like there may be many the future IAS or IPS. Even you may have the idea to pursue that, right? So, like all of us wants to shine in life. All of us want to become a better individual in life. So for that, soft skill is necessary. And you need to develop your communication best. Yes. So like you should not have the fear. What will he think of me? What will the other person think of me? Similarly for a boy, like if a boy is going to come and stand in amidst the gathering, right? He may think like if I'm going to talk if I'm going to commit any kind of mistakes, what these girls will think of me? These girls will laugh at me. They will tease me. So you should never have that kind of thoughts, right? We can never progress if we like have that kind of thoughts. So like every human is prone to do mistakes, right? Even like, each and every person has a doesn't have the ability to speak in a very flawless manner, right? Each and every one of us, like we can learn only from our flaws, from our mistakes. Yes. So that actually will help you to become a better individual. And soft skills actually connects the classroom to your career. Yes. So like so far you have studied in your school. Yes, you must have come from school to home and home to school. That must be in a very closed, maybe like it must be close to your home also, right? And when you have stepped out to college, even in your college also, like there may be many students who are studying in hostel. Yes, or else like students who are located in your near your college. Yes. So like you haven't stepped out to meet the society. Yes, so soft skills will help you to meet the society and how you're going to struggle and survive in the society. And one more point which I want to tell you is that nowadays, like it has become a fashion that like let us pay and learn how to, how to speak in English. Yes, that has become very common. Or else, like let us go and join for any online course. Yes, and then like let us pay here. Let us like get one certificate so that if we get a certificate that we are professional soft skill trainer or that we are, that we can become, that we are good person in exhibiting our soft skills. Then we can get that job. Like we should not have that preconceived notions. Yes, paying and learning soft skill is not at all advisable. All these talents are always are already hidden in you. So what you are going to do is like what I'm going to show in the next few slides is that like you are going to like find out what are the hidden talents which are there in you. So like these are the components which I have, which are predominantly present in soft skills. So, beginning with communication skills, time and stress management, interpersonal skills, collaborative teamwork and professional ethics, problem solving, decision making, critical versus creative thinking, positive attitude, and leadership qualities. So, moving on to the next slide. So, initially, I mean, to start with communication skills. So communication skills. So like the communication skills itself is one, like it's a hefty topic. So I have categorized that into like four different categories. So as to begin with, effective communication, types of communication, body language, and presentation skills. So like we have to communicate effectively. So like the major reason why we have to communicate effectively is you you should be a very good listener and you should be a very good speaker. Yes, and you need to develop your LSRW skills in a very proper manner. Yes, so we humans are very much dependent. Yes, so like when you are going to communicate to your mother, yes, mommy, please give me a cup of milk. Yes, you need to like communicate to your friend. Can you teach me how to make this project? Yes, so like we need to have a proper communication with the people who are around us. Yes. So like proper communication must be like prevalent amongst the family members, your friends, even at your people in the workplace also. Yes. So like why do you think there will be like lot of fights and conflicts and misunderstanding? Yes. So like you think like there won't be any fights with you and your mom so far. Yes. Or else amongst your friends. Yes, there will be like lot of conflicts, lot of fights, arguments. Yes, this is mainly due to miscommunication and misunderstanding. So like we communicate in one manner, but they interpret us in a different manner. Yes, and the four types of communication is like verbal, non-verbal, and then oral, verbal, non-verbal, visual, and then written. So verbal, as you all know, the oral communication. Like, so how well you're going to communicate, how well you're going to speak, your clarity, the coherent thought, how you're going to continuously speak. And then the non-verbal communication, I'll go on to the non-verbal communication later. And then visual communication is like you nowadays have this PPT itself is a visual communication. It's a type of visual communication. So with me explaining, you will be able to understand things better with the help of the visual communication. And similarly, written communication. So written communication, I think you must have very well understood that so far, like although all these like 14, 15 years of your examination, that is mainly based on written communication, right? You write down all your thoughts which needs to be communicated to your hierarchy. Yes, and then moving on to the non-verbal communication, primarily we have to note that body language is an important concept of non-verbal communication. So like just imagine I'm delivering a lecture to you, right? So like now after listening to the lecture or while listening to the lecture itself, like you may be like yawning, or you may be like making like some maybe like if you are happy with the lecture, like you will smile. Yes, you will nod your head. Yes, or else like if you are bored with the lecture, like you may yawn. Yes, and like maybe like if you want to like give some notification to your friend, yes, you will like tap your friend's shoulder. Yes, so like whatever actions or whatever expressions that you give from your entire physique. Yes, so like from your face, from your eyes, yes, from your smile, your posture, everything defines a type of communication, and that is called as nonverbal communication. And then presentation skills. So like this is one important aspect even when you are going for your interview, right? So like presentation skills is nothing but like when you're going to formally speak on a topic. Yes, and then like this important point, eye contact. Eye contact is like if I mean, if you're going to stand in the middle, right, of an entire of a forum, yes, you need to address each and every one, right? It's not like looking at everyone, but what you have to do is you need to have a equal eye contact with everyone. You should not fix your eye contact to one particular person, right? And you should be confident on whatever you're speaking, and you should eliminate your stage fear. That is very important. So, like moving on to the next slide. So, like teamwork. So, this collaboration, this teamwork is very, very important. So, be it in your family, you need to like be united with your family members, right? And in your school and in your college, you have to be in a communion. You have to like work together. Even, that is why like they give you projects or group assignments. So, how good you're going to work amongst your friends, and like how good you're going to be adaptable, flexible, and you should not have any unnecessary ego. So this word like ego has become very very common nowadays. And the next is like the pressure, the peer pressure. So like you will be always you think like you want to be always better than your friend. Yes, so you should always be like a shoulder to your friend, and you're like when you're going to tap her, when you're going to help her, when you're going to guide her. You should not be like a person who's going to like betray. Okay, let me get the first mark. And like when you're going to like say when you're going to like betray your friend again, like it's going to be a bad teamwork. So, like, you should be united in thoughts, and you should have a place where you're going to share your ideas and knowledge. Yes, and not any fights and misunderstandings. So, group discussion is one important criteria for recruitment purpose. The reason is that people from different places, from different minds. So, when they're going to join together and work, how good are they working? The next important topic is professional ethics. So, like professional ethics. So, I have just put forth few questions like, are we true to our conscience? Whatever we are doing. So, like, if you're going to write an assignment, if you're going to like convey some details to your mother, okay. So, like, if you're going to write an assignment, like normally what we will think, okay, let us like copy from the net. Who is going to see? Nobody is going to see. without looking onto it. So like, are we true to our conscience? Are we true to our parents? Yes. So like, this is also one common fault which everyone does. If they are going to like ask for any if they're going to ask any money from the college, right? Like if they're going to ask for any it could be I mean, like for library or from getting any books. Yes, what we will do, like we used to like plus add 100 or like 200 and tell like if the college is asking 500, we'll ask our parents like, mommy, give me 750 rupees. Like, so like these are small places where we are not becoming true. So like becoming true and becoming true must start from yourself and then in your home and then to the people who are true to us, that is in your college and in your workplace also. You have to know the truth is always rewarded and the fault or the fake is finally punished. And next, like this is one important concept which you must know under soft skills. Yes. So like leadership quality. So like leadership, a leader is a person who always like listens and understands everyone. So like in our family, like we will take our father to be the leader because like he's going to lead everyone in the family. So whatever clarifications, whatever doubts we have, to our mother we'll be very much attached, but to our father we will take all our problems and our issues to him. And similarly, in your school or college, you will have the class representative, right? So, like if in your class, if your fan is not working, if there is no water from the tap, or if your canteen food is not good, for all this, we will have some representative where we are going to tell our problems. So, like this is the issue which you are facing. Similarly, in your workplace, you will have the team leader or the manager. So, like what these leaders, like how if you each and every one of you will become a leader in future. Yes, at now, like you may be having, like you may be one of the club secretary or club president. Yes, or you may be the class representative. So in future, when you are going for a job, you will definitely become a leader. So at that time, you have to be empathetic to people. Empathetic in the sense, like you have to put yourself in their shoes and no, and you have to like solve the problems, and then you have to become responsible and you have to become like open minded and like you should be ready to take up any challenges. You should not tell like this is very hard, this is very tough for me, I can't do. You should bring the change and you should create the revolution in the society in future. So like this is one question which I want to ask you people. Yes, so like I hope the slide is visible to you. So this is one exercise. So I'll just read it. I want any one of you to answer it. Ma'am, is it possible? Rajalakshmi ma'am? Your team is divided on a critical decision. Some members prefer one approach while others support a different strategy. As a team leader, what would you do? So will you make the decision independently based on your own preference? Or will you conduct a team meeting to discuss both options and seek decision? Or will you limit the decision making process to a particular person? Or will you postpone the decision until more information is available? Can anyone answer? Is it possible? Can anyone answer? Vijayalakshmi ma'am? Ma'am, is it possible or can I continue? Or else can you at least post the message in the boxes, the chat boxes? Is it possible? Okay. So I think I'll continue. So the option would be the second option. So you have to, what is your role is, your, hello ma'am, ma'am, am I audible? Ma'am, could I continue? Fine, I'll continue. Ma'am, Fine, I'll continue. So the answer would be option two. That is, conduct a team meeting to discuss both options and then seek decision. So what
Ma'am,
is
your
your
voice
rule
is
is that?
audible, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
your
Yes,
voice
ma'am.
is audible. Your voice is audible.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Is it possible, ma'am, like to for the students to answer? Is it or
We
else like I'll continue, ma'am. I'll
no
continue,
one.
ma'am. It's not a problem. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So, like, why I have introduced prompts like this is each and every title, like leadership quality or decision making, you have to learn along with examples and exercise, right? So, like, you have to apply each and every aspect in your life. So, like, soft skill is nothing but like it is somewhat similar to life skills. When you're going to apply all the soft skills to your life, then it becomes life skills. So, like, see in this prompt. So, like, as a team leader, what would you do? Like, you have to conduct a team meeting to discuss both the options and then seek decision. So, see the first option, make the decision independently based on your own preference. That should not be done by a leader. Yes, since you are a leader, you are in a position where you are going to be one amongst everyone. Yes. So, what you have to do is like you have to be, I mean, you have to not show partiality. So see the third option, that also it's not right. Limit the decision making to a particular person, right? So if you are a class representative, like you may have a close friend. Yes, you can't be very much partial to her. You can't do everything like everything that you like. You can't do to her, right? So like what you have to do is you should never have the intention of being partial and excuse me and you should never postpone the decision until more information is available. Yes. So, like, you can't keep on waiting for reliable or unreliable information. What you have to do is you have to conduct a common meeting where you're going to discuss both the options and then find out the decision. Yes. So, like, leadership quality and decision making always goes hand in hand. So, I'll tell you the reason why. So, how you're able to make apt decisions. Yes. So, decision making always comes from your own experience. Yes. So, like, you may think that you are a good athlete, but when you participate in athletics only, you will be able to find out that you are good in throw ball or volleyball, right? So it comes only out of errors. We once we commit some kind of mistake, we will be able to find out, okay, we should not do this, we should not go in this path, so let me change my path. So we should have a stable ability, a stable mindset in order to take the correct decision. And decision making also, like, it defines our thinking, so how good our thoughts should be. So for that I have taken a prompt. So like these prompts, like, you can ask yourself. So like just imagine you are given two job offers. Yes, one job like it is preferred by your parents. Yes, and the other one it's your own choice. So which one will you choose? Why? And like how will you convince yourself or your parents? So all these like prompts you can just think about it. Yes, you can think about, you can have like a brainstorming session. Brainstorming session is like each and every aspect when you're going to think and then when you're going to involve yourself. And see the next question. Which criteria will you opt for buying a mobile? So like nowadays, like buying a mobile has become the latest craze, right? So like we buy, what is the reason we buy a mobile? So like quality, brand, durability, or peers influence. So like if you're going to a shop, like you may be having this idea, my friend has got this Apple iPhone, why should not I get it? So like that is due to the peers influence. The next option is like the brand or the quality. If the quality is really good, if the brand, or else like whether you go for the brand. So it depends on your, it purely, it is you who have to decide. It depends on your complete interest. And this last question, like this question I wanted to ask you people, like since we don't have the option to interact. Yes. So like if God gives you three boons, which one will you choose and why? So, like, would you like to live a luxurious life abroad, or would you like to hold the prime minister position of our country? And would you like to have a simple and a healthy life with parents? So, these are some prompts which will actually like help you to think. Yes. So, each and every decision we are going to take in our life, we should never do it in maybe in a 2 minute or in a jiffy. We have to wait. We have to we have to consult. Yes, and then we have to take the app decision. And then yeah, so like problem solving. So like this is one prompt like which normally every one of us must have come across. Like just imagine you are the customer service head. Okay. So one customer, like it can be Amazon or Flipkart or it can be any online platform. So a person bought OnePlus Bluetooth, but it was like the delivered product was earpods. So how will you manage the customer if the customer is going to make a call to you? Yes. So like, are you going to do it in a polite manner? Yes. Are you going to refund the customer with the amount? Yes. Are you going to say like the issue will not be sorted out in a very angry manner? Yes. So what is the method which you are going to choose in order to solve the problem? So like our next topic is solving the problems. So like you will have like various techniques to solve the problems, but this is one technique which I got recently, star method. So star method is like the star is expanded into situation, task, action, and result. So any problem will have a situation, it will have a platform. So what you're going to do is you're going to identify what is the situation, what is the problem, and then what is your role in the problem? Like, are you directly involved in it, or like are you like a third person in it? Yes, and how you are going to resolve this problem, and finally how you are going to achieve the result. That is how you are going to solve the problem. So like this can be done with the star method. Yes. So for this also, like what you need to do is you need to think a lot, and then you're going to find out the solution. Yes. And for this also, you can get the consultation from many, but the decision must be taken by you. So that is why decision making and problem solving is quite close by and it is quite similar. So the next soft skill technique which I want to tell you is that the critical thinking. So critical thinking is like just imagine you're going to watch a film. Yes. And when you're like, whether you like the hero or whether you like the heroine or whether you like the director, it differs, right? So when you're going to like, after watching the movie, when you're going to like come out and when you're going to like tell the review to your parents or your friends who haven't watched, what you will do is like you will think like a critic. Yes. You will explain the entire film in a third person view. If you're, I mean, if you're a great fan of any popular hero or heroine, then it is fine. Like what you will tell, like I like that hero a lot, like that heroine was looking good, right? Apart from that, you will think in a critical manner. You will evaluate, you will analyze each and every aspect of a film. Yes. And similarly, why I'm telling that concept here is you need to like when you are in a situation or when you are in a problem, you need to think critically, and then you have to act accordingly. Yes, you have to like think in the person, I mean think in the third person point of view when you are indulged in a problem. Yes, when you are facing any problem in your workplace or when you're going to have a project amongst your friends. Yes, when you are facing any financial problem or emotional problem, what you have to do is like you have to like think critically. Yes, think critically is like you have to like I mean imbibe all your logic, and then you have to like then analyze the situation. Yes. So like this is one funny test that I have given. So like mother's name is 62, son's name is 52, daughter's name is 42. So what is the name of the father? Yes. So for this also you can think of any different reply. Yes. But it should be a critical reply. Excuse me. It should be a critical reply. Yes. So here you can say the name of the father is Mr. 72 because like each and excuse me, because like for each and every for be it father or be I mean be it mother or be it son, each and every person has 10 10 years difference, 10 years of age difference, right? So what you can do is either we can have as like Mr. 72, or if you think both mother and father will have the same age, you can have even Mr. 62 for father, for the name of the father. Yes. So this also like this is one example where you're going to have your thinking level in the aspect of a critic. So I'll move on to the next slide. So creative thinking. So creative thinking is also very important in soft skills. So like creative thinking is like there will be certain situations in your life where you should not be, I mean, where you should be imaginative, where you should be innovative, right? So like there will be like, as I told you, there will be situations where you need to imbibe something which is very funny, something which is very notorious, which will make you happy, which will make people around you happy. So I've given you one example. See, a baby falls out of a window of a 20-story building. Story, okay, it's a spelling error. Storey, story building. Okay, that is like 20 floors. Yes, yet it survives. So how? So here also you can, it is like actually unimaginable, right? That's why I have given you, it's imaginative. Yes, still if it is going to survive, like you can think that at the basement there is a swimming pool. Yes, or else like the creative thinking, you can like think that there is some a bird which came all the way and it carried the baby, right? So like this entirely depends on your mindset. And the next important aspect of soft skill is like interpersonal and intrapersonal skills. Interpersonal skill is nothing but how you behave with others, how you are able to understand others. Yes, so like there may be a situation in your home, where your father or mother, like they may be in some financial crisis. At that time, you can't go and pester your mother. Mommy, I need this costly dress, or I need this costly laptop. So you should be in a capacity to understand others. And similarly, intrapersonal. This is something, but where you're going to balance your own self. Yes, where you're going to you should know your own strength, where you should know your own weakness, where you stand. Yes, and we should never hurt or exploit others. So like we are a social animal. That's what it has been mentioned. I have been mentioning here. So like we are a social animal. That is like we depend on others. We need our friend to help us in a project or an assignment. We need our parents. Yes, we depend on each and every person around us. And so like this is one joke which I have taken. So like she's a person who's going to, I mean, who's interviewing this boy. So she's asking like, can we discuss your interpersonal skills? So what he's telling interactions with other carbon-based organisms. He's not sure about the topic of interpersonal skills. So what he's doing is asking whether it's a carbon-based organism. So we have to know what is interpersonal skills. As I told you, interpersonal skills like how you are going to behave with others. Intrapersonal is how well you know about your own self. Because like in your oral interview, that is the first question they may ask. What is your strength? What is your weakness? When we have been training the students for placement, they used to say, my excuse me, my strength is my family. My weakness is my friend. We should never utter that way. Your strength could be one good quality which is there in you. Example, strength is confidence. Strength is being friendly. Yes. So, and the next aspect is weakness. So, weakness should also, I mean, should be a quality which you need to develop. Yes, where you need some improvisation. That's it. So, for your weakness, you can tell like procrastination, laziness. Yes, all these are like some aspects which need to be developed in you. So, next is time management. So, this is also an important aspect. So, like managing time is one Herculean task, right? So, be it for your exams, be it preparing for your exams, right? Everything we do in the last minute. Yes, when they give the question paper and answer paper, we won't start writing from 10 o'clock itself, right? Only from 12:45, like okay, 15 minutes more. Let me complete it fast. Yes, and similarly, when we are going to study for the exams also when there is ample time given in the before given prior, what we will do is we won't sit and prepare only the last minute, probably the night before the exam. We will wake up all the day and we will sit and we will keep on studying. And similarly, submission of your projects or assignments also. So we should never procrastinate. So what we do if we procrastinate, if we delay, so that causes stress. So we should know how to manage stress. So this is one terminology which I want to tell about, I mean, talk to you people. So stress, this word has become very common nowadays. Yes. So I mean, like, that's why I had mentioned usual term used nowadays unusually. So like every student, if we ask them what happened, we are stressed, we are having pressure. So like we are having like physical stress, we are like lot of work, lot of assignments. So all this will lead to I mean, like, all this will lead to your physical disorders, yes, and mental disorders also. So like life without stress, it's definitely possible. So like how we are going to handle stress? If you can manage time better, you can handle stress in a very good manner. So these are the important soft skills which I could put forth to you. So effective communication, professional ethics, interpersonal skills, teamwork, time management, leadership skills, stress management, and similarly problem solving and decision making. So all these comprises of soft skills, or all these are the important key components of soft skills. So why I have mentioned this person, young achiever of India? So you may think like soft skills can be achieved only by a person who's of very good background. Yes, a person who's of very rich and affluent person. Yes, no, not everyone can achieve. Yes, so like he is a young achiever of India of the year 2022. His name is Gopal Gi. Okay, he's actually fondly called as Banana Boy. You can even refer in Google. So what he did is he actually turned garbage to green energy. Yes, his father is a farmer and he has banana plantation. What he does is he takes the banana which is like about to like I mean, it's in the process of decaying, no. What he Gopal does is he takes that and he turns that garbage into a green energy. Yes, so in the age of 17 itself, he has he has made 10 inventions and created 2 patents. Yes, and he is actually called as the youngest R&D director of India, as well as he is a young Indian researcher and an innovator. So each and every one of us can achieve. It doesn't mean like to in order to achieve, no, you need not have a backbone, or like you need not have a backup. That is like backbone in the sense I'm telling, like you need not have anyone who's always going to push you. Okay, like you have to achieve, or you have to like start up and working. Yes, or else like you need not have a backup in the sense like you need not have your parents who are very wealthy. Yes, each and every one of us, you mean who each and every one of the student who are located in any nook and corner of the world, if they have the idea, if they have the good mindset, and if they have the willpower, and if they have the hard work, yes, and if you think that you can achieve, definitely you can achieve. So like that is why I have taken this person as an example. Yes, so he is in his early 20s. Yes, and he is called as the youngest R&D director of India. So like each and every one of you who's sitting there, you can achieve. And this is one example, like maybe like one inspiration which I want to put forth. And next important question is that this question is asked by normally everyone. Can soft skills be learned only by the primary learners of English? Primary learners is like you must have done your schooling in English medium. Yes, only like the students may have this doubt. Only those students can be, I mean, can speak well, can communicate well, can be a good leader. Yes, definitely no. Soft skills can be mastered by everyone, irrespective of the medium. You must have done your schooling in a Telugu medium, or you must have done your schooling in a Tamil medium. Yes. So all the vernacular medium students also, like they can achieve in their life with the help of the concept of soft skills. Yes. All you need to do is that you need to prepare well, you need to practice, and you need to achieve. Yes. So like once you start preparing, once you start putting your 100% of your effort, definitely achievement is all yours. Yes, so life is already always full of challenges, right? Like now itself, like you'll be having 6 subjects to study, you'll be having so much of lab, yes, you'll be having your assignments, your projects, your life is completely filled with challenges, right? So when you're going to step onto your workplace also, make yourself and then like shape your mindset in order to like eliminate the fear and complex. Never have this inferiority complex or never fear. Yes, though you may be wrong or right, like be very much bold and brave enough to give your ideas. And finally, like you should have a proper goal setting. Yes, so like now itself you have to finalize what is your aim or ambition. Yes, you may have a short term aim or a long term aim. What you can achieve in 5 years or 10 years, that is different. Yes, but as an individual, as a student, you must have a goal in order to achieve something in your life. Because like we are given the best gift as a human, right? We are not born as an insect, we are not born as a bird, right? You are given six senses, right? You are given the gift of being a human. So excuse me. So our major major achievement is that we have to like achieve something in our life. Yes, and finally to sum up this entire soft skills, what I would like to tell you is that soft skill is nothing but it's going to make you learning soft skill, or like learning soft skill in the sense I told you, no, you have to practice all these skills. Yes, you can't go to any particular institute, or you can't go to any particular person to learn all this. Yes, all these skills are already present in you. Yes, so you need to develop it, and this makes you a holistic person when you approach each and every aspect of your life. So in 2 years, like you will be stepping on to your society in order to start working, right? After that, after 5 years, you will be like placed in a very good position. After 10 years, like you will be in a position where you are going to give your command to the other person, right? To your the official who is working. Where you are going to have the higher hierarchy team, where you are going to work in the higher stream. Yes, and there will be a lot of people who are working under you. Yes, so how you are going to be a good leader. Yes. So, like, definitely all of you can develop your knowledge and you can become the master in soft skills. And what you can do is, like, you have to start enhancing your soft skills. Yes. And then you can become a better leader tomorrow, better game changer of tomorrow. So, like, that is why I had taken the quote of Neil Armstrong. That's one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind. So, like, Neil Armstrong itself, he did not achieve this greatness in a single day, right? He must have come across lots of problems, lots of issues, lots of hindrances, obstacles, which made him finally reach the moon. So, like you students, and he was very old when he stepped on the moon. But you students are like, you are energetic, you are enthusiastic. Yes, you people are totally new to the society. Yes, so you people can achieve more and more. So, with that, I'm winding up. Any question and answers, ma'am?
We have some questions to ask. Shall we ask our questions, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
You ask. You introduce to her.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. I'm SRT
Yes,
from
ma'am.
BS
Yes,
department.
ma.
I had
Hmm.
a doubt. Shall I ask now?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Go ahead.
How can I develop my logical thinking while I'm a leader?
Logical thinking while you are a
Leader.
leader. Okay. So, like, I'll just give you one example. So,
Okay.
like, you will be, yeah, you will be like a class representative, or you may be a head of a particular club, right? So, like, there you will be having some problems, like there you may be facing few problems. If you are a class representative, like there may be an issue like where you're going to like address the students. Yes, where you're going to like collect their particular works. Yes, and when you're going to submit it, like, or it can be any particular assignments, or it can be any particular project, right? So what you have to do is like you have to be impartial. Yes, that is number one. And like logical thinking, like applying logical thinking amongst your peers. Yes, that is very important. So how you are going to apply logical thinking is like you have to think even on their side. Yes, So being a representative or being a leader, you have to like consider yourself even in the shoes of the other person. Yes, you have to know like what is the entire problem about or what is the issue. Yes, and then you have to think, and then you have to like give the decision. You have to take time to think. Yes, abruptly you can't tell, abruptly you can't talk and hurt someone, right? You should be in a very you should utter things in a very polished and a refined manner. Yes, and then you should like then you should when you're going to speak out, once you நீ வந்து லாஜிக்கலா நீ திங்க் பண்ணி பேசும்போது நீ எப்படி நீ பேசணும்னா லைக் அவங்கள வந்து நீ ஹர்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது, அவங்க நீ எக்ஸ்ப்ளாய்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. எஸ், அவங்களுக்கு சார்பாவும் அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஏத்த மாதிரி நீ பேசினாதான் இட் வில் பி ஈஸிலி அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டபிள் பை them. ஸோ ஏதாவது ஒரு பிரச்சனை ஏதாவது ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம்னா தான் லைக் the students will come to you, right? So like what you have to do is you have to like நீ வந்து ஒரு அன்பயஸ்டா இருக்கணும், அதாவது நீ பார்ஷியலா இல்லாம. எஸ், நீ பார்ஷியலா இருந்தேன்னா வந்து என்ன நினைப்பாங்க லைக் ஓகே இந்த லீடர் வந்து லைக் ஷீ இஸ் வெரி பார்ஷியல், ஸோ லைக் ஐ ஷுட் நாட் டெல் மை ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் டு ஹர். Yes, so if you are going to be a good problem solver to them, definitely like they will take you to be a very good leader. Have I answered your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
We have one more question. Sir.
Ma'am, we have one more question, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
How can I overcome? You see, how can I overcome the obstacles?
Ma'am, how can I overcome the obstacles, ma'am?
I feel
I feel
while I achieve my goal.
while I achieve my goal, ma'am.
I have so many
While you're going
obstacles
to achieve,
I have so many obstacles, ma'am.
to achieve
okay,
my
ma'am. What are okay, ma'am? What are the obstacles, ma'am? Maybe in your personal life, or yes, ma'am.
Like family discouragement.
Okay, okay, ma'am. So like discourage. Yes, ma'am. Can I answer, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So like your as you said like discouragement happens in each and everyone's life, right? நீ வந்து இப்ப நீ ஏதாவது ஒரு பிளஸ் பாயிண்ட் நீ ஏதாவது ஒண்ணு பண்ணும்போது, நீ ஏதாவது ஒரு புதுசா ஒரு விஷயம் பண்ணும்போது, பாசிட்டிவா ஒரு விஷயம் பண்ணும்போது, there will be no one who is I mean like there will be very few souls who are going to tell like okay, go ahead, you will definitely succeed. But not everyone who's going to who's around you will be able to encourage you. Yes, so you should never bother about criticism. Yes, you should never take all those like my friends have not encouraged me, my family members have not encouraged me. Yes, so you have to do all the work which is like where you are going to be true to your conscience. Yes, and like you have to give your hard work completely, like each and every step that you achieve in your life. So like so far I think like 14 years of school you have studied, right? There itself like you must have faced lot of obstacles, right? So you have completely you have successfully completed your schooling. Yes, now you are in your college life, now also you will be having obstacles. So there is no man who hasn't faced anything in life without obstacles. So obstacles will make you uh, i mean will make you sharper, it will make you think better. Yes, it will make you to have a successful life in successful career. Yes, so
Thank you, ma'am.
yes da.
One more question, ma'am.
Yes dear, yes dear, go ahead.
the person how to explain. Introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon da.
I would like to ask one question. Shall I ask the question?
Yes ma, yes ma.
Name to her.
My name is Rahul, ma'am.
Yes ma,
From
tell me
Computer
Rahul.
Development.
Yes
How to
ma.
develop my interpersonal skills?
Your interpersonal skills, yes. So like how yeah, your interpersonal skill is that, as I told you, interpersonal skills you have to know like how good you are going to be with others, right? So when you're going to be in your family also, you have to know their financial crisis, or like you have to know their emotional background, or you have to know about their entire self, be it family or friends. Yes, so how you're going to like I think like your question is how you're going to master, is it Rahul?
How to how can I master it? How
How can you master? Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So like how you can master interpersonal skill is that
Yes.
you have to be like, yeah, you have to be a little more patient, yes, in knowing about each and every one. Like just imagine you have come to the first day of your college, right? So like everything and everyone around you will be totally new. At that time, what you have to do is like you have to take some time, in like knowing about each and every person. Yes, and then like just imagine when you're going for your interview also, there will be like people from various backgrounds. Yes, so at that time also like you have to behave in a very polite manner. Your behavior is very important. And when you are attending an interview, yes, there will be like 4 or 5 person in the entire panel, right? So how good are you going to like understand about them? Yes. So like when you're going to speak in the interview also, it should not be like giving only your ideas. Yes. At that time, you have to know the mindset of the other people and then you have to answer. So how you are going to master interpersonal skill is that when you are going to be selfless, yes, that is you should never be self-centered. Yes, you should be empathetic. Yes, sympathy is different, empathy is different. Sympathy is like when you're saying like, okay, இது ரொம்ப பாவமா இருக்கே அப்படின்னு. Empathy is like நீ வந்து அவங்களோட இடத்துல இருந்து அவங்களை யோசிச்சு பார்க்கறது. That is only called as empathy.
Okay, ma'am.
So you should be more empathetic. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Be thankful for what you have. You end up having more. With this quote, I would like to welcome Assistant Professor Mrs. Deepa Martin, ma'am, to propose vote of thanks to end this program. Welcome, ma'am.
Very good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Deepa Martin. Take immense pleasure to propose thanks in this memorable day. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, I thank our special guest, Dr. B. Sridevi, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Humanities and Science, Rajalakshmi Institute of Science and Technology, Thandalam, Chennai, who despite their busy schedule has found time to grace this occasion. We are grateful to our esteemed principal, Dr. N. Sujata, for her guidance, encouragement, and her continual support. My heartfelt thanks to the heads of various departments and the faculties of their valuable support in our efforts. I thank all the distinguished invitees for this webinar, accepting our invitation and spend their valuable time to share their knowledge and wisdom to make this event a great success. I owe my special gratitude to our PRO, Mr. Balaji sir, for his technical assistance. Last but not the least, I thank our students for their cooperation in making this function a great success. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all. Thank you, dear students.